Adventures in Filbar. For all your role-playing needs, try the free stuff first.
Everybody's live. Folks, Sunday afternoon, welcome aboard Murder Hobo Inc. Glad to have you. If you haven't been here before, hang on, you're in for a treat. If you've been here before, same shit, different day. They probably forgot something that I have not. So, a little twistorama today. This is Murder Hobo Inc. You can follow us on the socials at mhobo inc. You can email us, mhoboinc@gmail.com. Of course, you can buy our cool crap with the link down below. Phone case, duvet cover, shit like that. A lot of stuff there. Get stuff on sale. I think the shirts are on sale for $14. Our stuff's cool, but not cool enough to pay full price. So don't do that. Speaking of full price, if you're in the mood for new math rocks, run on over to Twitter at Pirate Dog Dice. Check them out. Still working with the new polymer. It's not going as well as we'd hoped, but it is going. So we'll check that out. Of course, if your game stinks, unlike this one smells like
success.
Something. Yeah, success. We'll go with that. Adventure Sense by oddfishgames.com. Over 60 different smells. Most of them are pretty good. Some of them are the ones that you give to your boss and your exes because they stink to high heaven. Disclaimer, do not huff the Adventure Sense like Kyle did. Almost died, which was hilarious, but don't do that. They also make how to RPG with your cat, how to cook with your dice, the Shine system to be a gooder writer than me, and the Radiance Project, which will be out soon, and we'll let you know when it comes out. Also, big news, less than a week. Next Saturday, Murder HoboCon 3, tabletop.events, one-day charity convention. Shit ton of games to enjoy. $6 gets you in the door. You can play any game that you want that has room for you. It's all for charity. I think we went with the American Red Cross because the ASPCA never got back with me. But we're paid for, we're funded, we're good to go. All the rest of the money goes there. Murder HoboCon 3, tabletop.events. Check it out next Saturday. Boys and girls, this is the Margou campaign. Let's introduce you to the major players. Jason, position 1. Who are you? Who are you playing?
I'm in position 1.
Yep.
How'd that happen? All right, I'm Copious Volbitters the third. All my identities have been stripped by the Dungeon Master. He was an admiral. He lost a ship unfairly. He was an owner of a roadhouse, and that got destroyed by a monster unfairly. Then, of course, he was also part of a brewing empire that has now suffered from industrial espionage. Again,
unfairly.
The Dungeon Master unfairly taking advantage.
I believe you still own the Roadhouse.
Are we sure?
Yeah, you
I
have
own
the
property
paperwork.
in Lights Reach, and you destroyed it too.
You own no, not we. He owns the Roadhouse.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's a
They screwed
Whether
us.
he collects money from it or not, he owns it.
You know, you're awful free with that finger pointing, but when it comes right down to it, your associates will agree that I think all those fingers are pointing back at you there, Copious.
Oh, yes.
Let's ask the Peanut Gallery. Does anyone else feel like we lost all of our treasure unfairly in Lights Reach?
I've still got most of mine.
I got quite a bit of my treasure left.
We lost thousands of gold coins to Lear.
You know what, though? I mean, honestly, I look at it this way. I don't think we would have had those gold coins, that much of it, so easily, if he didn't plan on wiping it out in the first place.
Yeah, that's true.
I feel maligned.
What's the old saying? The dice giveth and taketh away, or the DM?
Oh yeah. He
The
just
DM give it and the DM give
no,
it.
he fed us. He fed us all those damn Twinkies and cupcakes, and then shoved his finger down our throat. That's just the way this stuff works.
The senior member of the Murder Hobos, Frank. Who are you? Who are you playing?
I played Leaf, the amoral druid.
Oh, wow.
Ain't that the truth?
From the eldest to the youngest, little Frankie, your turn.
Hi, I am Manfang, the tall and slim, as well as fit, handsome, good-looking, diplomatic.
He got him a circus mirror.
No kidding.
It's the curved ones that make your chest look big.
Well, last but certainly not least, Frank.
Hey, I'm Frank, with all the other Franks, playing Robert of Zeppelin, the sorcerer, the bard, the lover, the pilferer, the flamethrower, the magic user of doom, destruction, and leave no witnesses. And I'm also apparently a matchmaker,
Wow.
whether you like it or not.
Matchmaker.
Okay, there's your lineup. We got a couple people MIA. They will return at some point in time. Here is the story. These guys were in a town. They've been in a lot of towns. But
We're in one town for 3 years. What the hell?
Port Nasser, where they ran into a small problem where Leaf the Druid turned into a Mastiff and bit the face off of a guard for no apparent reason
He was an
whatsoever.
asshole. The guy was an asshole.
So they boarded a boat with some of these industrial espionage individuals, and they are going to sail around to Eagles Point. We'll go ahead and show you a map here, folks, because, hell, we got it right here, because we're a quality outfit. So they were at Port Nasser. They're leaving. They want to get to Eagle Point, where they will catch up to Tarbell the Magnificent and hopefully get the heat off him and them by that time. They have boarded the SS Castaway, captained by Captain Jones, and discovered the industrial espionage femme fatale, Lady L, previously known as Lenore the Whore. At the Roadhouse. So these guys have boarded. These guys are safely stowed away. The first mate, Jesus Christ, has given them fine accommodations. Everything is rosy. It's only going to take a day and a half. What could possibly go wrong?
Yeah, look how long a day and a half works for us.
Well, now you guys are day 9 out of Thornfield.
Day and a half means the day will be over like March.
Just like that. So, as you guys sail off, you guys are in the small coastal area, headed out to the big blue sea. The captain tells you we'll be at Nasser Point in no time at all. You guys relax. You enjoy yourself. Robert of Zeppelin, you have been previously warned about the sexual harassment that will not be tolerated on this boat. So, everybody,
I don't know what you're talking about.
everybody else is keeping an eye on you. And by mid-afternoon, who's up on deck and who's hiding below?
I'm on deck.
Deck.
I'll be on deck, trying not to throw up, I guess.
All of you notice a truly amazing sight, something that you guys have not witnessed in all your travels over all these few months. Right here on this spit of land is a huge, huge statue. It's got to be 70, 80 feet high. And
It's a picture of Felix.
Another sea god.
Naked.
naked
The
with
snake god?
with the lantern illuminating something. Now, this is
A lantern hanging on what?
This is a woman in flowing robes. It's a stone statue, very tall, with an outstretched hand, and on that hand is a brazier.
Wow.
which has a very voluminous fire. I mean, it's got to be 20 feet across. And this is the lighthouse at Nasser Point. Very famous. And the captain points out, gives a tip of his cap to Lady Nasser, whoever the hell she is. Apparently, she's the statue. And you guys start to notice additional traffic out here. There's a couple of ships moving about. Captain and crew will hail nicely, and then you will hear a ringing of the bell, and Jesus Christ will announce, the Harbinger's coming. And you guys notice that the males all begin to arrange their clothing, kind of sweep back their hair, try and make themselves presentable. The two female members of the crew just kind of roll their eyes. But as a ship, similar to the Castaway, comes up, you notice the captain has lowered the sails, and it appears as though these two ships are going to come side by side. What would you like to do?
Could I go ask the captain what's all the hubbub? What's all the hubbub about?
Old friend, Captain Del Somi, old friend of mine. We always like to kibitz. And you can tell he's getting himself all prepped up.
All right.
As the ship draws closer, you can see there the masthead is a skeletal figure holding a scythe. Very ominous-looking vessel. But over on the other deck, a male, similar in age to the captain, is waving and hailing you guys. And slowly but surely, your boats line up. And a gangplank is moved across the way, connecting the two ships. The old salty captain walks across. My friend Captain Jones, it's been a while. How are you? Walks over, the two embrace fondly, give rousing pats on the back, and he says, I've got something for you, and he pulls forth a wine bottle. These two, from what you guys can see, appear to be old friends, and the rest of the crew are securing the two vessels together while making sure that they are on their best behavior and best appearance.
Cool.
Captain's log. Date. Star date. March 15th. Still waiting on a day and a half trip to be over.
So let me get this right. All these men primp themselves up, excitedly waiting on this other ship full of men to pull up. I'm gonna look.
I didn't hear him say another ship full of men. He just talked about a captain coming over.
I don't know. I'm gonna look at Kobe. So I think we're on the wrong vessel, bud.
You joined the love boat.
The crew of the Harbinger secure the walkways, secure the ropes, make sure everything's lashed together. These dudes look like your crew. I mean, there's nothing special about them. Then the door opens on the Harbinger, leading down below, and the most gorgeous human woman with a big poofy hat and a big ostrich feather exits.
What's the charisma on that?
She's a 20.
28.
She has boots mid-thigh, a blouse barely containing herself. She is gorgeous from head to toe. And as she walks by her crew, they snap to attention and immediately face. Your crew, Jesus Christ, and the others are
snapping to attention.
Yep. She comes walking over, not a care in the world, doesn't give a crap that the boats are still kind of teetering a little bit. Walks across, gives the salute. Captain Del Solmi, everything is squared away. We are ready to dock. Go get the mail for me, hon. We'll deliver it to Captain Jones. Aye, aye, sir. She kind of sideways glances over to you guys. Number 4, copious bowl bitters. Are you are you in your admiral costume?
In my probably my day uniform,
Nice.
not my full regalia. The question I have though, in terms of, does she dress like a crew member or like a passenger? I mean, she's addressing the captain obviously in this way, but does she look like she's of a higher?
She's first matey.
Well, that's why. Is Copius able to discern that by looking at her, or is this something he's not quite sure what's going on here?
There's an air of confidence about her, and you would surmise that she is probably either the captain's consort or first mate. But the other crew, unlike your crew, does not, they just snap to and await their orders.
Okay. So when you say Copius has caught her eye or she's glancing at Copius, what can he discern what she's...
She's kind of curious about your outfit. She acts as though she's going to say something to you, and then she turns around, saunters across the walkway, back down below to do her mail run, apparently. The crew on her boat then return to a more relaxed state with her not on deck and tend to business and wait. Apparently, as far as you guys can tell, this is all pretty much normal. These guys are still, you should have been a Daggertooth the other day. Remember, blah, blah, blah. These two are old friends. There's no reason to suspect otherwise. These guys are like two army buddies who just found each other in a strange port and can't believe they met each other.
And the crews are equally friendly as well.
I'm sorry?
The crew is equally friendly to one another.
Your crew is hell-bent on this female. The other crew is just kind of biding their time,
So there's not interaction between the crews, just the captains.
Just the captains.
I have a question.
Sure.
They said deliver the mail. Is this ship like there's a scythe with a skeleton on the front? Mm-hmm. Is this like a battle, like a ship that is ready for like battle, or is this like a mail ship, like literally they're?
It is not a man of war. It is a ship just like yours. It is a simple merchant transport vessel.
Oh, so I'm guessing it is full of mail.
Could be.
Well, they did say deliver mail. Are the captains still talking? Because I wouldn't want to interrupt them.
Oh yeah. They're talking about something in Daggertooth, and you should have seen it. Blah blah blah. Remember old One Eye?
Yeah, I'll ask Jesus. What's the ship? What do they do? Do you know what they do?
They are like us. They take cargo back and forth. They handle the southern section more or less. They don't go as far north as we do. But the captains, they are old friends. They fought in the wars together.
I see. Okay, cool. All right.
The door squeaks open on the Harbinger, and out comes the lady again, holding a small sheaf of scrolls. Her crew snaps to attention, awaiting orders. She totally biffs them. Walks right across. The boots make a very resounding noise as though there's something going on there. She walks up to the two captains. She's a very tall lady in these boots and hands over the scrolls. The men stop their joking around. Your captain, Captain Jones, is like, oh, anything of interest? And Captain Del Solmi says, yeah, there's some new reward posters. I don't know who these guys are, but they are worth a fortune. He goes, I'll have to take a look at that a little bit later. So you guys are headed into Nasser? Yeah, we gotta deliver some sheep from the hillside. Brandita, that will be all. You will be fine. Brandita, apparently, is her name. She turns around, begins to walk back across the boarding lumber, and stops, and just locks eyes with Copius. And she walks over, and all four of you can tell This lady puts up with zero shit. I mean, her shoulders are squared off. She's got this beautiful.
She a halfling?
Nope, she's a human.
Human.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's got this beautiful rapier. I mean, it's got gold netting on the hand basket. It's just gorgeous. She walks over, looks down at Copious, and goes, "Excuse me, sir. Are those the markings of an admiral of the realm?"
Of a realm, yes. Of this realm, no.
Out of curiosity, in my time at Open Sea, I do not recognize these markings. From what port do you hail?
Tortuga.
I am unfamiliar with Tortuga. Can you tell me where that is?
Oh, it's way to the northeast.
I see. I notice you are a very handsome man.
You twirl your long mustache.
Yeah, he'll twirl.
Number one, he ain't a man; he's a goblin. The bitch can't see.
I notice you lack the lines in a normal seaman's face. Could you tell me how you have managed to maintain your composure over these years? Certainly you are not a paper-pushing admiral, are you?
Why, no, of course not. But being over the large administration of our former fleet, I unfortunately spent many years below decks, and so I was not able to enjoy the sea air as many other captains would. I had to spend a lot of time below decks, and then being a gnome, I naturally age much better than humans do.
She takes that all in. Total unreadable face. She looks at Leaf. Looks at Manfang. Looks at Robert.
I imagine the boots look like something like this. I remember the episode of SpongeBob where he had these. They were squeaky boots.
Yes. Only those aren't eyes.
Okay, I think I see.
She takes no second glances at the other three. Where are you headed, Admiral, if I may ask?
At the moment, we're heading south, and of course, the map doesn't show where we're going. We're going to go all south to past Barrier Mountains at the last stop of the
Ashanti.
ship. That's our hope, yes.
Oh, very nice.
We're trying to get back to a port of our youth. Eventually, we're making our way there.
Oh, what port would that be?
Copious is going to make something up because he can't remember, so he's trying to remember the name of the gnomish lands to the north of the main continent.
Okay.
Can I make an insight check on that, see if he can come up with something plausible?
Sure.
We'll see how he does. Let's get the first roll. Yeah, he rolled a 1. So that's par for the course for Copious right out of the gate.
She looks at you and goes, "I'm unfamiliar with Munchkin land, but as you wish."
It's not Munchkin, it's Minchkin land. It's slightly different.
Minchkin.
I knew a good mensch once.
Yes, I probably know him.
Well, best of travels, Admiral. Gentlemen, Jesus, always nice to see you. And he giggles like a schoolboy. She leaps
Jesus Cristo.
from your deck onto the gangplank, strides across. "Prepare the ropes. We separate almost immediately. Get ready. Captain, will you be joining us?" Captain Del Solmi says, "My friend, I've got to get going. Next time you and Daggertooth, you make sure to tell Sarah I said hi in the eye." Some kind of weird private joke. Brandita, "Captain, we need to leave right now, sir, to maintain our course." Brandita, she keeps me on schedule. "Captain, you look good. Don't forget to tell Sarah I said hi." He walks across the gangplank. The crew on the other side unleashes all the ropes, tosses them back to your crew, hits Jesus right in the face with a rope. because he's not paying any attention. The ships start to drift apart.
Oh no, he's paying attention just to something else.
Yes, and you can see Brandita talking to the captain.
How do it?
Wow.
Is our captain's back on deck?
I just wrote that. I thought it was perfect.
Nice.
But it doesn't reference a certain L person, but I will be singing that.
Yeah, that's nice.
I don't know. Every time he said Brandita, I had that song Candida go through my head.
You're welcome.
Did that on purpose, didn't you?
I did indeed. You will not forget her name.
Thank you very much. I always liked that song.
Um,
I'm going to look at Copious. That you see that conversation over there. She recognized you.
Well, how could she not? I'm Copious Volbitters the third.
Yeah, I mean from the wanted posters, Copious.
The ballast in the ship starts to shift.
Wanted posters aren't a good likeness. Is our captain near enough that we can ask questions of him, or is he busy with the crew at this point?
No, the crews knows what they're doing. He's starting to go through the mail, starting to look at it. Every once in a while, he tucks it under his arm, unscrews the lid, and starts drinking the wine or popping the cork on the wine.
Okay, I want to ask him nonchalantly, how long till we make our final port?
Day. All we have to do is spit out into the great wide ocean and go a short distance, and then we go into the Eagle Point, and we should be there. We'll drop you off at Eagle Point, and then we're going to go to Fort Fatigue.
Okay. Copious will thank him. Will land be in sight the whole time, or are we following along the coast?
We will follow along the coast to expedite the process.
I'm gonna go to Leaf and just suggest that maybe we had come up with a plan here. If she did indeed recognize one or more of us from new wanted posters, perhaps we should have a backup plan on this, just in case. Let's say.
Well, I agree. We need a backup plan, but what's that plan going to be? Now, the captain on this ship knows that we're running.
Actually, does he know we're running?
He knows you're trying to work out a deal and expedite your travel, but
Yeah.
He doesn't really know why we're running the way we're running.
correct.
I was just thinking, is there a launch somewhere on the ship?
There is not.
They
Well,
don't
I could turn into a whale, Copious, and take you all to shore in my mouth.
Exactly.
I know, the apex predator whale, right?
Yeah.
What about barrels on deck? Do we see barrels on deck?
Yeah, there's some. Not all of the Butters beer has been transferred over. Some of them are headed towards Eagles Point and Fort Fatigue.
So I'm going to suggest to Leaf, maybe we keep an eye on which barrels are being emptied out or which ones are partially emptied, and maybe be able to float. I've heard of some dwarfs have done this trick before, and they floated away on these things. I think we could probably pull that off.
Yeah, but they were dwarfs. They're not too smart.
But meaning they weighed like 4 times what the rest of us weighed. So
Yeah.
Yeah, you got one that Dragonborn to fit in?
doesn't have to fit in.
Wait.
Just to ride on the outside.
Oh, I know what. I'll turn into a seahorse and he can ride me.
Yeah, I'll be like Aquaman.
I'd
No, that ain't
rephrase
gonna
that if I
happen.
were you.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't want this bitch behind me.
What?
The good news is you catch a nice breeze, and your ship, the Castaway, jettisons forward at a high rate of speed. The captain
I think we just need to...
Aha! Go ahead.
Is the captain still reading the mail?
Now he's charting the course, yelling at the crew, making sure navigation is correct.
Where's the mail at? Is it over by him?
Under his arm. He's calling for it. As you guys start to move out, some more ship traffic come in. One of the ships, a larger merchant vessel, maybe 2-3 times larger than the Castaway, is coming by. On the deck of the ship, there's an individual waving a flag.
What color flag are they waving?
It is a red flag with a black square in it.
The Montoya flag?
It is
Well-
not.
Can we roll a knowledge check, at very least some sort of knowledge check, maybe history or arcana, to see if we know what that symbol stands for?
Arcana would work.
Okay.
Yeah, Copius's luck is holding true. With my
16.
Oh, hang on.
16 for myself.
19.
19. Frankie, you gonna roll Arcana?
What?
Negative
I
3
feel like-
plus.
Yeah, well, let me look.
Come on, you can do it. We have faith.
Well, I'll roll my die 20. I rolled a 2, so I'm at -1.
Yeah, Copius and Manfang not so much. Leaf
Hurricane
and Robert.
warning.
That's a bad flag.
Storm, that's not good.
That is a bad flag.
Of course, we couldn't have a simple drive out to another place. Had to have a hurricane coming through.
Well, apparently you want to play that
Hurricane
little
Frank.
lollipop game instead of the one we're in.
The
This is
Captain
being
Jones.
brought on by a storm god or water god.
I just want to put it, there are bad flags and then there are really bad flags. Is this just
Oh,
a
so
bad
Captain,
flag?
that appears to be a hurricane warning flag. Yes?
Yeah, it is, but don't worry. We're staying near the coast. We should be unaffected by it.
Yeah.
You realize hurricanes blow right up across the coast, right?
I understand a hurricane blew through and wiped out Light Reach.
Well, yeah, Captain, is there any inlets that you can pull into to ride this out?
No. We're in for a penny, in for a pound, boys. We are going up against the cliffs, and don't worry, the cliffs almost never get hit by storms.
Yeah,
such as
Light
that.
Reach. They said that down at Light Reach, as a matter of
They
fact.
did.
Yeah.
You know,
remember
I
that,
think
yeah.
I have some mail on Light Reach. I'll have to take a look at that a little bit.
Yeah,
later.
take a look at that.
But as you can see, the looming cliffs will be fine. Out in the sea, out here, you can see some spotty land masses. Right about here, you're seeing a very nasty set of clouds.
Nasty.
Nasty. Let's see here.
Can I summon some wind?
Sure, you can summon wind.
Yeah.
How are you going to do that? Gust of wind or?
I can't summon anything.
Yeah, the sky's getting dark. It's mid-afternoon. You guys are moving along. The captain does a southerly heading. Jesus and the others, they keep looking back every once in a while. They seem unconcerned. Not a care in the world.
Yo ho, blow me now.
Well, if they're good, I'm good.
Who's D12ing against me?
I've been doing such a wonderful job. I think I'll take a hard pass on that.
Manfang, roll a d12. Manfang ran to the bathroom. I'll do it. 9.
11.
Bang.
That storm is kind of creeping up on you pretty fast. You notice that the seas are getting a little bit ugly, a little choppy. You're staying close to the cliffs, not close enough to be smashed against the rocks. But the captain and the crew are keeping an eye on it. It's getting a little bit rough. Everybody go ahead and roll constitution saves for your sea legs because it's getting a little ugly.
Oh, that ain't good. 15.
Hey, 21.
18.
Born on the seas.
12.
That was an 18.
Manfang, you're the last one. And you're muted.
What? What's happening?
Constitution save. See if you're throwing up with your uncle.
Oh, that's all you said. That is a, what's my constitution saving throw? That's a +6, so I got a 25.
Copious, you want some of this salted herring?
You got a what, Manfang?
I got a 25.
Copious, you were the only one hurling all over your day blouse, and It's not pretty. I mean, it is ugly. That ship is just it's like you're on a waterbed. You are just all over the place without baffles, and it's bad. The captain, his tone changes a little bit. He's wee bit on the concerned side, and he's making sure that the crew is lashing everything together, making sure everything's hard. Copious, he tells you, Admiral, maybe you need to go below deck.
Copious, he'll nod, holding his mouth firmly shut. That is good. I'll consult the charge.
That's probably a good place for everybody to go.
Well, do you guys want to join him?
Yeah. I will.
Yeah, I'm gonna brave the storm.
Nice.
You better tying yourself off if you're staying out here, man.
Yeah,
Fang.
I'm gonna tie myself to.
The main mast.
Two ropes. I'm gonna tie one to the main mast and another one to the second mast, and I'm gonna stand in the middle.
Sure. Robert?
I'm going in with everybody else. He's on his own.
Okay.
Hey!
Down below, Copious is not having any more luck. This ship is being tossed around pretty bad. Lady Lenore is visibly concerned. Every crewman is up above. And you guys can hear intermittent shouts over the howling of the winds. This is going to be a pretty bad storm. And Lady Lenore, the god Lear is not with us on this trip.
Who?
I think we need to sing a sea shanty.
A sea shanty?
Copious, you can taste your socks. That's how much you're throwing up.
How are those socks, man?
In between vomiting, Copious is going to specifically say Lear's a dick.
Sure, that seems to work okay.
It worked the last time we met him.
Robert, what's your sea shanty?
Oh, blow me now?
The devil went down to Eagles Point.
Nah, it's just
Just
like
looking
a
for
sea
some souls
shanty.
to steal.
Blow, ho, blow me now. Give it your best, all you got. Blow, ho, blow me now. Fill up those lungs, take a deep breath. Look out, ladies, 'cause here it comes. Blow, ho, blow me now. It's all time to play the game. Blow, ho, blow me now.
Is Lenore still in the
Jiggle
room with
breast
us?
and jiggle the
Yeah,
thighs.
she is also looking peaked. And not from his singing.
I was just going to ask how she responded to the song.
Never said her name once. It's just a sea shanty I picked
She
up
is
one.
zoned out. She's doing the, okay, if I focus on this, I won't hurl. There is a loud crash and the ship violently moves to the port side, which is the closest side to the cliffs. And you hear the captain yell out. Manfang, up above, you are doused with sea foam. I mean, the waves are coming over, crashing. Give me an intelligence check.
You know, that wasn't sea foam before that whale shot it out there.
Wow, I rolled an 18, but that's -3, so it's a
We're
15.
going to rename Manfang Jonah.
You're glad that you're lashed to the masts because this is not something you ever wanted to experience and are rethinking not going down below with the others. Manfang, since you're the only one up top, D12 against me.
Yeah, I love struggling. 2.
There are 1, 2. Give me a D8, Manfang.
A D8. Yeah, that's die. I got a 2.
Screaming and yelling, D12 against me. 3.
Let me use a better D12.
Yeah, did it improve?
Yep, I got a 10.
2 members of the crew overboard.
Was one Jesus Christ?
One was not Jesus Christ because he beat me on the D12. nor was it Captain Jones. So, but 2 of the crew have gone over Manfang. The rest of the crew is doing their best to hang on to anything that they can. They are moving. They have withdrawn the sails. They realize that, holy shit, we are in deep shit. You can hear cracking noises in the mast.
That's always good to hear. That I'm tied to it.
Yeah, they aren't breaking, but it ain't going to be much longer. The captain is screaming and yelling. He's ordering things to be thrown overboard for ballast. The rain has now started. You cannot see shit. Down below, it smells like Copius's intestines. And Robert is still singing his blow the hoe song. This is a mess.
I think I'll try to assist in any way I can, so we don't all die.
So you're going to cut yourself free?
I didn't say I was going to cut myself free.
Oh, what are you going to do? Inspire them?
You don't know.
That's why I'm
All right.
asking.
I was tied to both things. I want to only be tied to one now, so cut one.
Main
Suddenly
mast or
multi-classed.
second mast?
Which one? Which direction did I hear cracking coming from?
Both.
Everywhere.
That's good. Well, maybe the main mast is stronger. I'll cut myself, but I don't know. It's the taller one. Second mast. I'll cut off the main mast and reconnect.
Fair
to the
enough.
second.
That will allow you to move somewhat freely about the rear of the ship. As you do so, you can see these 2 forms, outlines really, bobbing and weaving in the literal hurricane that has come up on the cliffs. Those are the 2 missing crewmen. The other crewmen have wrapped ropes around their arm and are using it to hang on as best they can. They are throwing ropes. Who wants to make saves for the 2 crewmen? I'll take 2 of you if you want.
I'll do one.
Okay?
I can do the other.
Straight up D20.
I could have rolled and killed them.
Sure.
Straight up D20 is 8.
Copious.
Oh, I get there. Straight up D20. 16.
1 lives, 1 dies.
Castaway. was
Jesus
relative.
Christ has
Where is
managed
he?
to throw a rope to one of the crewmen and is reeling him in with the aid of another crewman. The other one, he swims with the fishies now, as the Godfather would say.
Part of Davy Jones's locker.
Manfang, as you're still roped to one, you notice the ship is just bounding right towards the cliffs. And I mean, like, you could almost spit on them. And
Gonna
then,
hurt when it hits.
give me a perception check.
Okay.
Mm.
I got a, what is that? 17? Ugh.
The ship is smashed into and pushed out towards sea, and you see this scaly serpent thing
A sea monster!
go by just as they're hauling up their associates. So while they're focused in on getting this guy on board, you see
That's
this.
one big fish.
So apparently, it did not like the ship slamming into it and has pushed it out towards the sea a little bit. So the cliffs are no longer right in your grill, but they are moving. Fortunately, with the water coalescing and whirlpooling around here, you have reached a small outcropping, and you guys are now... if I could share it correctly, that would be awesome. Annotate. You guys are right. Whoops. Here. This little indentation is going to take most of the brunt of the wind, and while the sea is not calm, copious, you'll still be harping. The wind is starting to die down. The yelling from the captain can be heard in earnest down below deck. Manfang, okay. The worst is over, clearly. Clearly we are okay.
Yay!
So, there's that. Now, of course, you have lost a crewman, and your associates, cowards that they are down below deck.
Exactly. Cowards. I'm gonna tell the. I'm towards the rear of the ship, so I'm at the wheel or the helm.
Correct.
I'm gonna tell the captain that I'm pretty sure I saw something scaly out in that water. It looked pretty big.
That was Jebediah. He's probably gone.
Oh, okay.
Shepard,
It was like it's the thing that we hit, so I thought it was just like
The
looked like it
caves?
was.
Caves aren't scaly. Those cliffs are hardcore.
I'm pretty sure it was scaly. I don't know.
Trust me, lad, nothing scaly around this part.
You know what? You're right. I totally trust and believe you, and will not think anything else of it.
You can now feel the ship being tossed around a whole lot less. Still a lot of bouncing, but clearly the worst is over. So if you want to untie yourself or cut the rope, feel free to do so. The crew,
No, I'm good.
all have faces that, okay.
suddenly a huge rogue wave washes Manfang overboard.
That's why I'm not cutting the rope.
Captain Jones orders the sails to be elevated yet again. The crew hops to it. The ship lurches forward. Robert, Leaf, Constitution checks because they're Bo and Luke duking it out of the water.
18.
Robert, while not as sturdy as Leaf, both of you hang on. Copious is a lovely shade of green. It's almost a turquoise at this point in time, as is Lady L. But all of you notice, okay. It's still rough seas, but, not what you just experienced. Manfang, are you going to stay up top or go below?
I'm gonna stay up top.
Robert, Leaf, and Copious, what do you want to do?
I'll go up top.
Okay.
If
I'm
it's
going to go check it out.
Yeah, if it's calmer, I'll go up top. If it truly is calmed down.
It is calmed down. It is still a little rugged.
Yeah, but Copious was thrown up in the cabin, so it should smell pretty atrocious at this point.
It does. It smells like bitters. Whew, that stuff is horrible.
Butters?
Coming up.
Butters. It smells
Smell like butters?
As you guys go ahead.
I'm going to tell Lenore that I think a cask of butters ruptured in the cabin that I was vomiting in.
I'll have the crew check on that, sir. As you guys get up top again, you notice mid-afternoon is given away to early evening. That little trailblazing storm took a few hours out of you. The captain sees you guys come back up. Yeah. I lost a man. Get off my ass. We'll still be there in time.
No complaints from our perspective.
I'm alive. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, I suppose
Go ahead.
we could ask him if he.
I'm going to say, when do we eat?
You want some chili? Hey, you said you lost the guy. Is he on board, dead, or
Yeah.
was he a halfling?
Copious, what do you got?
How tender was he?
I was offering to assist the captain if there's something we can do to assist repairing the ship or otherwise.
I'm just making the spot checks to make sure everything's intact. Your associate said something about cracking and splittering. I've looked at the masts; they seem to be okay. Most of the sails survived. We did have a little damage, but other than that, seemed to be okay. We will be making for the harbor entrance here shortly. Should be close to midnight. And then by mid-morning, we'll be Eagles Point, and you guys can do whatever you want. Eagles
Sounds
Point.
like a plan.
Eagles Point is always busy, so we have to maintain. Once we get our orders, we will be allowed to dock. Eagles Point only has 2 wharfs, and they are very small. This is a rather active point, unless you want to go to Fort Fatigue with me and dock there.
Where's Fort Fatigue? How much?
It's across the bay. Eagle Point, Fort Fatigue.
Eagle Point.
After this conversation, I'm going to try to pull the rest of the group together and say, if Eagles Point has that strenuous docking, is there any concern that these wanted posters are going to appear on whoever's coming on to inspect the
These
ship?
freaking wanted posters are going to be wherever we go. We might as well just be prepared to deal with it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Do we want to be on
And
the
Eagle
ship?
Point's closer to the border we're trying to cross.
No. My point is,
farther back.
do we want to get off the ship before we sail into Eagles Point and somebody comes on with a section of Marines to do a review of the ship?
I think maybe as we dock, we could go over the side and swim around and come up. You know?
What?
What, you can't swim?
Some of us don't turn into freaking sea otters or sperm whales
Exactly.
every time they want to swim somewhere.
Let's
So
see, guys.
you can't swim?
Not well.
Maybe we just need to split up when we get there and leave the boat one at a time with the crew mixed in so that we're not so noticeable. It's when we're all 5 standing around together that they really notice who we are.
That's fine. I'll help carry supplies.
Manfang can disguise himself. I can disguise myself.
I can disguise myself.
All right. So let's just...
It's just Mr. Peacock over here.
Admiral and Tennille.
Well, when Manfang transforms, he can be Tennille.
That's true.
Let's,
Right now,
well,
your color is kind of a teal.
why don't we do that then?
The good news is the storm has passed. The cloudless night gives way to high moonlight. Robert, D12, please.
D12ing. My D12 has come about to a 5.
There are 5 vessels in this tiny harbor, and 2 are already docked, making for a total of 7, plus you guys 8 ships. As you guys get into this nice little alcove here, you see a large looming tower. It's a little bit old, and not the greatest shape. There are, as the captain told you, 2 wharfs. There are ships debarking and embarking presently. And the captain looks at you and says, well, we're in the queue. Now we wait. So,
How long's the usual wait, Captain?
it just depends on how much stuff they've got loading and unloading. 2 of those are troop transport ships. Hard to tell. Shore Patrol's going to have to get those guys out of the tavern. Just beyond the tower is a small community, maybe Thorpe size, maybe small village. But yeah, the 2 docked vessels, clearly, as the Admiral will point out, these are warships.
Can we see, as the ships are docking, what sort of inspection is being done by the harbor master?
None that you can tell. These ships are already docked. There are 5 vessels ahead of you.
Well, that's what, as the next ones come through the queue and are pulling in, just to see, does anyone come to the ship before they pull in to inspect the ship?
A small skiff or rowboat will come out with some bureaucrat-looking dude. But again, it's nightfall. You know, the moonlight's out. You can't really tell what they do other than it looks like a greeting, like, hey, you're number 5 in the queue, so, you know, do you want any smokes while you're here? Some of that fine Butters brew.
You knew that was coming.
I knew that was coming.
Wait a minute. Are you saying they're lot lizards?
Not here, but I'm sure there are a lot lizards in the
No,
small
I
village.
thought that's what was coming out on the little skiffs, lot lizards.
You're traveling with a lot lizard already.
I know. I can't help it, man.
Oh,
Thing
wait a
is
minute.
what man thing is.
Felix isn't here. You know, when he comes back, he's going to be tattooed scalp to toes. And he's going to
I
be
think it'd be even
pierced.
better if he was,
Branded.
castrated.
How big is the village that surrounds Eagle Point's dock?
A couple hundred tops.
So it really is just the tower.
Yeah.
All right.
But as you can see, this tower guards essentially the entrance. So if, say, marauders were coming in, this tower probably has a ballista or a trebuchet on top. You can't really tell. But yeah, this is definitely the choke point. So if you find out any Ashana lore, you will find out that ships did try and come here, and they were plucked off, as eagles do, by the defenders here. There's probably sunken ships in that channel.
No, I have
You
to.
want to go ashore and see if you can hire out a skiff or something to haul us ashore?
You can ride the.
I could
blue
probably
rail.
go ashore and find one.
So Copius actually swims, not quite like a dolphin, but
Well,
more
we
like an
can turn
Olympic
into a
level swimmer.
porpoise and take you, and you can just hold on to his dorsal fin.
Whoa! I'm not holding on to anything that sticks out to that man.
Well, you can hang on my foresal fin.
Exactly. So, but I'm just curious. The contingent of troops that are being dropped off, do they look like just a regular rotation? Do we think, or does it look like there's a
Reinforcements, battle moving forth.
Looks like shore leave.
All right, that's all I want. I was
And
curious.
they are not dropping off.
Okay,
Are they halflings or?
They're halflings.
Sapling. Yeah.
Everybody in this area, aside from a few merchants, will be halflings.
Okay, just double checking.
But yes, Admiral, you can hear the for the boarding procedure.
Okay.
And you guys are going to be close. Think of it as Pearl Harbor, only with a lot less docks. You guys will be close enough. You can hear yelling and screaming and shit. You get your drunk ass on board right now, or you're going in the brig. But you guys, there's 6 of you just out in the bay waiting to get someplace to park.
All right, why don't we do that, Copius?
Yeah.
The captain says, if you guys want to go down below and sleep, I'll wake you up in the morning. Because I don't think we're going to see it before first light.
I'm trying to. If with the captain, the conversation there, I would say Copius is going to try to be somewhat deceptive in it, but he wants to know if there is a pass through the barrier mountains to go south.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the road's there. Road takes you out to Fort, whatever the hell this place is.
Fort whatever the hell.
Fort Dominion.
Oh, that doesn't sound impressive.
Yeah, no, there's roads to the entire chain there. Because as you know, the halflings have built a chain of fortresses covering the only land routes in. So, you got that going for you.
Are they all pretty well guarded, Captain?
Oh, yeah, nobody comes north without being checked.
Okay.
How
How
about
about
heading
south?
south?
It's like Tijuana, baby. You want to leave San Diego? Go ahead. Nobody cares.
That's what I'm talking about. Now, guys, I think we should try to get off at night and maybe slip out and on our way under the cover of darkness.
Oh, that's the case.
But if we can find a boat to get off on.
Well, you guys told me you all know
I'll
how
get
to
you a
swim.
boat.
Now keep in mind here. Let's zoom out. All right, here to here is here to here. So you're looking at 3 days. And I believe you told Tarbell that you'd meet him here,
Meet him where?
Eagle Point. because he also is headed south to Ashana. But if you don't
Yeah,
want to
but we
wait
can
for
go outside of Eagle Point and up the road a little bit
oh yeah, yeah, you can go camping.
without being right there surrounded by wanted posters and halflings.
I gotta say that's better
That's
than
fine.
hanging out in the damn town or just waiting on somebody to grab us.
Oh no, that's fine. Yeah, you can do
Or
that.
something to distract us.
That's more likely to happen.
There's no more likely. That's what's going to happen.
Not my fault. You guys are all ADHD. Who's shiny?
Don't bring my
Who's
childhood
shiny?
into this.
I just provide options for you. I'm not trying to dissuade or persuade. But yeah, no, you don't have to stay in Eagle Point. And honestly, it's Eagle Point and it's after midnight, and the Warriors are leaving, so they're gonna roll up the sidewalks here.
Come out.
Yeah, by your description of a village of 200 people, there's probably nothing in this town besides one tavern town, right?
Yeah, a couple taverns, but yeah, no, it's
How many taverns you need, man? You know they're all selling Butter's beer anyways.
now
Right.
since we're going with the Tijuana San Diego connection here, Fort Fatigue would be San Diego. So you're gonna have, like the captain said, there's a couple extra docks there. So, maybe these two ships are just on shore leave from Fort Fatigue. Just trying to get their wild oats sown, if you will. But yeah,
And right over there near the cliff's edge, there's a strip bar that's open all night.
We have a million wanted posters. We know we got pegged by that first mate at that other ship.
Yep.
Like, let's get out of Dodge as fast as we can and head to the border.
technically you didn't get pegged by her, but if you would have stuck around a little bit longer, maybe.
That's what we figured. Figured it
I
was
saw
coming.
her. She had something with a leather strap hanging out of her purse. I'm not sure what it was, but
That's a cat of nine tails.
She's a furry.
explosive. She's furry.
So
All right.
How do you guys want to get a
that
boat?
wasn't no belaying pin in her pocket.
How we doing a boat? Are you guys going to go
All
ashore?
right, I'm gonna go over the side and go get one.
Okay.
Just let Lee feet. He can
I'll do it.
Leaf D12 against me. 12.
Oh, 3.
That rowboat that was going ship to ship?
Yeah.
It spots you in there, and you hear "man overboard," and they just start rowing right towards you. And they pull up next to you, and they're like, "Well, there, let's give you a hand."
Number one, I'm not a man.
Oh, did you shift?
Yeah, I shifted when I hit.
What'd you shift into?
I am a seal.
I thought a giant fish.
Oh, great. They're going to club your ass.
Incredible Mr.
They're not even gonna get my ass. I'm under the water.
You gotta come
Seals
up and
can go
breathe.
down. I can go down and take a nap.
It's got to come up
underwater.
for air somewhere.
Okay, I thought you were swimming.
No, I'm sorry. No, I am
Now there's a
swimming, but
bunch
not
of
as a
rowboats
man.
out there with
that takes
billy
too
clubs.
long.
Just
No.
waiting
didn't
for you to
realize
come out.
this was the
No.
halfling equivalent of Inuits. They're all
Let me pardon me a minute, Frank, while I step in here.
Sure.
Gentlemen, he has no problem coming up with ways to screw us. We don't need to add to his repertoire.
Hey, I am trying to keep the entertainment value up for our valued viewers.
You want to do that?
All
Sing a
two of
song.
Because I know they got to be
Anyhow.
laughing because I'm laughing at what I'm coming up with.
I'm underwater. I'm heading in, and I'm gonna start looking for boats. I picked the
Arr,
seal
so we
because
get our harpoons out and start stabbing the water.
it's not going to be noticeable popping its head up in the dusk that we're in now. So,
No, that's fair. Yeah, it's dark. It's midnight. They
Yeah.
got a bunch of drunk sailors on their ship. The bells are ringing and stuff like that. You can see a line. There's maybe 20 sailors. Oh, man, I can't believe we got to go back. You get up to the wharf, and there are smaller fishing docks. Okay,
that's what I'm going to look for.
people would be fishing off of them, but your ship ain't going to land there. So you get there. Give me a D4.
One.
There is one available.
All right. I'm going to go up to it, flop my way into it. There's nobody around it?
Nope.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and untie it and take it.
Okay.
I see that, Copious.
You've transformed.
You want me to roll?
I take it.
What?
You've transformed. I take it.
Yeah.
Okay. You are now Leaf the Druid.
I am Leaf the Druid, and I'm going to tell Copious what he can do with his ball.
Now, as a human, you'll notice that you're going to have to sneak past the Herbie Hancock there, filled with sailor warriors.
I'm going to row out and around. I don't mind.
Take the long way home.
Take the long way
Take
home.
the long way home. As you do so, Robert, Manfang, Copious, and the non-existent Haggis. What the hell's taking him so long?
Do we hear a barking from a seal in the water?
Nope.
Let's see if we can communicate with him.
Jesus Christ looks at you guys and are like, what the hell are you guys doing on board? Shouldn't you be below getting some rest? We won't dock until the morning.
Yeah, but it's so exciting. Look at this action.
I've been here before, and let me tell you, the only thing that's exciting is standing in line for the cleric.
Clear up that black VD. I've heard that runs rampant on these ships.
Well, not on this ship. Captain Jones doesn't let us preclude or get involved.
That bastard.
That's rough. It's a hard life.
Yeah. Besides, I'm thinking Brandina, she's just playing hard to get.
Oh, I hear she's got a thing for that little bald-headed guy over there with his big fancy hat. Look at me, I'm an admiral. You know what I mean?
I hear she probably got a thing hiding under that kilt.
Robert, he kind of furrows his brow. He didn't like that comment at all. Goes, really?
I know, that short one. His big head with the, I'm an admiral, look at me. Everybody bow down. Roar. Ignore the man behind the curtain.
Yeah, you are not making Jesus Christ any happier at all. And he's
Stir in the pot. Stir in the pot. Stir in the pot.
He moves to the far side of the ship and he starts making sure everything's in good shape. So
well, now we know who's gonna turn us in.
After an extended period of time, you guys hear as a rowboat comes into view. The clouds part a little bit, not a heavy cloud cover, but a little bit every once in a while, and you see your compatriot Leaf rowing up towards the boat. Jesus Christ rejoins you and he goes, isn't that your friend?
Yeah.
What's he doing off the ship?
Oh, he couldn't handle being next to the guy going, I'm an admiral. Everybody loves me.
Copious, he taps you on the shoulder and he says, do you see that guy? He goes, no, do you see that guy? And your hat gets knocked off your head.
Oh, man.
And it's just kind of floating in the water and he's like,
battle.
I am so sorry.
I'm gonna pick it. I'm gonna pick that hat up.
Wait. Insight check.
I'm gonna pick that hat up and put it on.
I got a 15 on insight.
He's not sad. He's not upset.
Fine. I'm blasting him with the two double barrels. I got 23 and a 25 on 2 shots of Eldritch Blast for taking my hat off.
All right, I'm gonna throw a rope over and start climbing down into that boat.
I don't know how much damage you do, but I'm pretty sure there's not going to be much left of this guy.
Oh,
you killed Jesus Christ.
You better slide his ass over the.
The blast should have been enough to take him into the water.
I think he's blasted in. How much damage did you do?
Hey, whatever's left over, just put it in a chili pot.
Hey, now notice somebody died and I didn't kill him.
I did 15 points.
Oh, yeah, he's dead. The captain comes up. Did I just hear something?
My hat fell in the water. I'm just getting ready to retrieve it.
Oh, you're pulling me out of my chair.
Okay. Okay. Get some rest. We aren't docking until early morning. Get some rest, guys.
Good advice. Good advice,
He
Captain.
goes back down below.
Oh, you best.
Meanwhile, Leaf has taken his oar and smacked at your hat trying to retrieve it. I'm assuming, knowing this group.
No, I said I was going to pick it up and put it on.
Oh, okay. You should have whacked it with
He's
the oar.
stretching it out over his big head.
Oh, he looks like Hoss.
That's what it looks like.
Come on, little Joe, get down here.
There's trouble in the North 40. Okay, Robert, you throw the rope down. You notice that Leaf is now wearing the very diminutive, very classy hat or gnomish hat of Admiral Copius.
I'm going to salute him.
I am Admiral now.
Where's Man-Fang?
He's wandering around.
Giving a Benny Hill salute to Admiral Leaf.
I guess this is where we part ways with that Dragonborn then, huh?
What?
He's just standing there watching.
What?
He watched the homicide occur.
I'm a witness.
Homicide. Jesus saw the hat in the water and he volunteered to go in and get it, so I just helped him over the side.
And made him porous so that he could descend if he needed to.
If he needed to get the hat, yeah, it was much easier then.
I'm going to look in the rowboat, see if there's anything we can tie to this guy to sink him.
No, it's just a fishing.
Is he nearby? Or is he like
we'll just drag him
onto
along
somebody
with us.
else's mast?
He's now the mast
Next
head.
morning, they're going to come out and he just lanced into that mast.
Listen, I think we need to head, south, the direction of Fort Dominion?
North is
North?
Fort Dominion.
Your
We're supposed
map
to meet up
confuses
with
me.
what's-his-face, though, so we're going to...
Let's drag him along with us, and we'll park him up close to shore over there.
Yeah.
Oh, we have Man-Fang.
Yeah,
Throw
let's
acid on him.
let's move down. Let's loop around Eagle Point and land a little bit farther.
I can vomit acid on him.
All right.
And then our boat rows right through it and sinks.
Yeah. Now this map is normal. Up is north.
Okay, let's go south then, around Eagle Point. While it's dark, we'll just drag him along with us and park him somewhere where he can't be seen.
Well, each hex is how far?
5 miles, I think.
Woo! Okay. We're not,
All right,
we're not rolling that far.
I'll row the first part, and you guys can nap.
And then-
So you've lashed Jesus Christ to the back of your rowboat. And
Yep.
you 5, because Haggis isn't here.
Lashed him like this.
Nice, yeah. It's going to cause a drag on your mobility.
Little
But you guys are going to go a little bit farther south. Now, there's cliffs there on the south, so you aren't parking anywhere there. So I assume you're going a little bit out of the way of the village.
Yeah.
And then, okay.
That's the plan.
Is that marsh?
We just need to
Marshy
get.
hills?
We need a safe place to land. That's all.
Grassy hills.
Grassy hills?
Yeah, no
Okay.
marsh.
Okay.
Marsh is up here at the other roadhouse.
A little darker.
All right.
Yeah. So yeah, you guys successfully dock. You have Jesus Christ in tow with 2 holes in him. I don't know, maybe his hands.
Now
I'm
we'll
not sure.
sink him.
Okay, you guys can go find rocks. Maybe duct tape the rocks to his body and
He has holes in his body. We just shove him in through there.
yeah. I mean you opened them wide, so
Well, the holes that'll let the gases out, so he ought to sink anyways, because there's not going to be anything to give him buoyancy.
yeah, that's why you were dragging.
That's why we have a dragon. He's supposed
We'll
to
fill
breathe
his
acid
mouth
on
with rocks, and then we'll cut him just underneath the sternum and shove the rest of the boulders up inside his lung capacity areas so he sinks head
And
down.
we could go ahead and cook that heart and eat that. That's good eating.
There's a disturbing amount of role playing going on for me.
Anybody want some tongue?
Is he a
Somebody's been watching
halfling?
Dexter here.
Is he a halfling?
Yeah,
Damn.
he's a halfling.
Oh, we
Jesus
got
Christ is a
Julie.
halfling.
I'll cut the heart out.
And call
Go
for
with
several
sinking.
churches after
All right,
this
we'll
episode.
just drag the boat up on shore.
Fair enough. You guys are,
Okay.
I don't know, a good mile and a half, 2 miles even,
Okay.
away from the village. It's dark. There's no electricity here. It's dark. There's a few flickering torch lights at Eagle Point. There's a brazier on top of the tower here, clearly to guide ships in. Other than that, big, dark, scary area.
Is it a clear night? Is there a moon?
There is some partial clouds, but they move off quickly. But yeah, the storm has already passed.
And everybody here has at least night vision, right? Or dark vision.
Yeah.
So we can see fairly well.
With the spider accoutrements, yes, you guys can see well. You hear crickets, bullfrogs, the sound of wildlife moving about. Certainly no lions or tigers or gorillas.
Or offspring.
Or offspring.
Okay, let's make camp.
You guys make camp.
I'll make a campfire.
Fair enough.
Works.
I'll get out the cooking pot.
Okay. It's after midnight now. You guys are
I'm taking it. I'm hitting it. I'm on.
pretty tired. So you guys have to decide who wants to stay up a little bit longer and risk.
Well, seeing as how I rode over here, I'm going down first.
Okay.
I'll stay up the first round. I'm cooking.
Okay.
Okay.
Who wants to stay up the second round? Okay, Manfang Robert Constitution rolls.
$22.
Muted.
Yep, I just realized that. What's my? It's not a Constitution save, right?
Correct.
roll.
Just a Constitution check.
Okay, I got a 13.
Manfang.
That include your plus?
Yes, that does include my plus.
Yeah, you don't sleep very well, but you didn't have any damage, correct? None of you
No, I
had any
didn't
injuries.
take anything.
So, Robert, you regained everything. Manfag's not a spellcaster, so it doesn't matter. You guys wake up the next morning, dewy, a lot of dew on the ground, some spider webs close to you, but, not dangerous spider webs.
I'm going to pull the meat out of the cook pot and slice it up so everybody can have a little beef before.
Did you bring any of his blood? I understand that's a major contingency for the
I
religious
don't know what
rite.
you're talking about.
Uh-huh.
It's just a simple little roast I put in there.
We could make a
Of
blood
Jesus
bread like the
Christ.
Vikings did.
Yeah.
Yep. I think we should take a moment to pray.
For
You guys are
We're
all
gonna eat
going to
the
hell
body.
already.
blood. No, this will save us.
Right, your cannibalistic attitudes are truly cannibalistic and not just religious canon.
How's it
Hey,
cannibalistic?
hey,
I'm a half-orc.
cannibalism
I'm not
isn't
even
illegal.
half-orc.
Hey, I'll tell you this thing.
got
Cannibalism
a
isn't
point,
illegal.
and he's
but the act of
dragon
killing
lord.
someone and chopping them up is illegal.
Wow.
So you got an orc and a dragon eating a halfling. I don't see the problem here. I'm not eating it.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Yeah, but I might absorb some of his power through his heart.
The act of cannibalism is not illegal, but the act of chopping someone up and also killing them is illegal.
Little Frankie, do you go to Catholic school too?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. You should query whoever teaches you on Monday what
You should
the
not.
exact nuance of cannibalism is.
I'm sure my religion teacher would love that.
No,
I'm sure they would.
his principal already looks at his class as troublemakers.
Maybe you'll do better next semester since you've already been through it once.
But I can't wait for confirmation.
You haven't been confirmed yet? How old are you?
I'm 14.
What name did you pick?
I picked Saint
Bubblegum?
Cecilia.
Okay. Fair enough.
His
Okay.
mom wouldn't let him have St. Francis.
Oh, the patron saint of Simon and Garfunkel.
I choose Bartholomew. So, okay. So, morning dawns anew.
Barf?
Bartholomew. Similar
I
to
thought you said
copious.
that.
Bartholomew. You guys
Hey, pardon me, it's got a mind of its own.
You guys wake up. You were within eyesight of the main road here.
Yeah.
You can tell that it'll split off somewhere down here, probably. It's not on the map because you can't see it, but you can see the village, a little smoky haze over it.
You guys want to head into the village?
Oh my
This
god!
morning?
Yeah.
Huh? Or we could head into it real quick, pick up supplies, and then move out and then find a better place to camp and wait on a more secure place to camp and wait on what's his name? Or do you want to head south?
You are 2 days ahead of schedule of Tarbell
Why don't we just head south?
because it's going to take him almost 4 days to get here.
No, we'll do that. We can head south now and hunt as we go. There may be more halflings for Robert to kill.
Almost
I
assuredly.
didn't kill him.
Yeah. To be fair,
He's cooking.
I think Jason was the one that killed him.
Absolutely, he did.
It was suicide.
That's right. Anybody that touches his hat is committing suicide.
A murdering piece of crap, I believe, is how it is phrased here.
Hey, wait a minute. We are playing Murder Hobo Ink Con here, aren't we?
That's true.
Kind of thought we were.
Yeah.
So what do you want to do?
That
Come
was
on.
not a negative judgment. That was just a observation.
Technically,
Speak up, crew.
we're setting up for suicide.
Man-Fang, what do you want to do?
I don't care. Let's go with anything.
Copious?
I want to stay away from towns until we're out of halfling land.
All right, then let's head south. We'll just hunt as we go.
Fair enough.
We're going to head south.
I'm an admiral. I don't hunt.
Copious D4 for me, please.
Are you an admiral? It looks like Leaf's an admiral because you never claimed to take your hat back.
2.
I don't want to have that. It's stressed out.
After 2 hours, you come to what we'll describe as a road. It seems to go north-south. Because I assume you guys are moving overland.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, you come to a road. It's dirt road filled with potholes. A lot of wheel traffic over the years has left ruts in there, but it goes north to south. There is no signage here because clearly you're just hopping on in the middle of it. You guys know your bearings. What do you want to do?
We're head south.
Well, wait. I want to pull out my scroll case, and I want to say I want to ask for a map of the region.
Sure.
And see if a map is in there.
D20 against me. Nat 20.
Damn. 15.
That'd be
That's
negatory. Negatory. Not of
This
this
is
region.
payback for killing Jesus.
That's
bastard.
right. Murdering Jesus there,
I want to
Pontius.
see if there's a pardon inside this map.
Hold on a second. I rolled a 21.
Natural 21.
Natural 21.
I'm 20 side die, yeah.
It's a really weird die.
It stopped on a
made it.
point.
That's right. Pirate Dog dice. Natural 21.
You don't even have a 1 on it. It just goes from 2 to 21.
That's right. Yeah. I never fail with this die. It's just kind of etched in there. So, yeah, no pardon. But, yeah, as you guys go south, Man-Fang, D12 against me.
Okay.
7.
Let me use my big D12.
I think that if we hear anybody coming on the road, we should get off the road.
It doesn't
Feel
fit
ourselves.
my thingy. I have to use another one.
What? What are you doing?
First world problems, baby.
I rolled a, what is that, a 6? Yeah, it's a 6.
Now give me a D20.
Okay. I'll use this one. I roll a straight up 14.
A wagon approaches being pulled by a mule. A lot of clanging can be heard on it as if it had pots and pans.
Oh, cool.
You have not been spotted yet if you want to hide in the high weeds.
Let's hide in the high weeds, guys.
All right.
I think we should rob them.
No, I think we need to
Steal
hide.
their
Kill
wagon.
Jesus, rob a merchant. It's another good day in Margou.
Hey, have we ever been merchants yet? Let's do it now.
Yeah, we've got a shyster
We
merchant.
were a merchant
traveling
of
with
beer
us. What do you
and
mean?
flesh for a short period.
You know, we've got a Butters beer merchant with us.
I
Or
mean,
bitters,
like, merchant of just stuff. Let's be a pawn shop, a mobile pawn shop.
Let's
That
be
sounds
quiet and hide in the weeds.
Are we hiding or
Nah,
robbing?
mobile
Hiding.
I think we should rob.
Three of you go into the high weeds while Man Fang shows great disdain and stands in the middle of the road. Man Fang, as this old mule wearing a strange hat on it, rolls up, a tiny little gnome woman goes.
I hope this gnome kicks your ass.
Well, howdy, young man. Who are you?
Howdy ho!
What are you doing out here?
Oh, you know, just walking the trails.
Oh, well, it's a nice day for walking the trails. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm headed up to Nasser.
Yeah, where are we going?
South to Ashanti territory.
Not Nasser.
Not Nasser.
All right, okay. I'll let her pass by.
She moves on. Have a nice day, boy, and throws you something.
Oh, what does she throw me?
It looks like a muffin.
Ah, yay, muffin! This was totally worth it.
Yeah, muffin
I
for
am
your
going
muffin
to,
top.
before I eat the muffin, inspect the muffin. How do I inspect the muffin?
It looks like a darker grain muffin with, I don't know, raisins? Raisins
Ooh,
and,
yummy.
and small nuts, maybe? So
You want me to do the inspection for you, Man Thing?
as long as
No.
you don't have a nut allergy, you should be good.
All right,
Yeah.
I'll eat the muffin.
I can tell you if it's poisonous if you hand it to me.
Nope, he
No, I'm
ate
good.
it.
He'll eat the damn
I
thing.
ate
You
the
don't
muffin.
hand it to him.
Tastes, yeah, it's not bad.
So now, Man Fang,
Not bad.
your skin got darker and you've got small nuts.
That doesn't taste bad. You kind of send out that bifurcated tongue of yours, and nice. You three are sitting in the ditch, just shaking your head, wondering where exactly it all went wrong. And the
I got a
answer's
great
language.
muffin out of this. What was bad about this at all?
I think the raisins turned though. They're kind of bitter.
Those aren't raisins.
Where this went wrong was you said you were going to rob that wagon.
Yeah, but then I saw you guys shake your heads, and I thought, maybe I shouldn't do that.
Well, you shouldn't do that. We've got enough attention going on us as it is. No
We're
sense
trying to
in
escape
advertising.
halfling hell.
You guys climb out of the
Yes.
ditch. The wagon continues on, no particular speed whatsoever. She got all day, the rest of her life, which however long that may be.
2 weeks.
Wandering along, and you see crumbs all over Man Fang's face, and he's generally happy.
Happy as can be. Happy as a
Fat
butterfly.
and happy.
Hey, I'm
Fat
plump.
nasty.
I'm just big boned.
We'll just keep moving.
Cool. Man Fang, about 15 minutes into it.
Oh, jeez.
You start
That
laughing.
lady had some happy
You
brownies.
ate Grandma's special muffins, boy.
Oh, yeah.
You start laughing about something stupid, and these guys are like, "What are you laughing about?" And you're like, "You know what?
Squirrel sounds pretty funny. You know
What?
that?
What if a squirrel collected all of the nuts and made a bank?"
There's like a squirrel. What if there's an international squirrel bank? What if the squirrels have a society where they all like collect nuts and then sell them?
Yes. And in keeping with the memes I saw today on the internet, what if raccoons were hired by the military? What would happen if that did?
Because we already did it with pigeons, man.
You guys notice that Man Fang is not quite himself. He's not in any bad shape. He's very jovial. He's very happy, but he just seems
Pupils kind of small.
Yeah, a little bit. And he's starting to get a little bit hungry again. Sure, I'm hungry.
Yeah,
Man,
you
I
guys got
can-
anything I can snack on?
I can eat
Here,
something.
have a good
Yeah, I
berry.
got some dry tack here.
I'll give him a good berry.
I don't want to.
But the five of you continue on. You guys are arriving in the woods. There is a signpost.
What's the signpost say?
The signpost directs you to Mill Creek to the east.
What a coincidence. I live on Mill Creek.
There you go. It's amazing. Life is really weird.
I know, isn't it?
Not
What a
that I'm
small
talking to
world.
you. But yeah, Mill Creek it goes to the east through the woods, and there's a slightly lesser used track there.
But is there still a road to the south?
Oh yeah, big road to the south. Yeah, but
What time is it? Early afternoon?
it's about noon.
Okay.
I say we keep
I think we
going
should
south.
keep going. Is this creek big enough to have fish in it?
You can't see it. It's somewhere through the woods.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Here,
All right. We'll keep going.
Yeah, it's right here. So
Okay.
Mill Creek is probably on the water's edge or somewhere. You guys continue on. By evening, you have reached the canyon. Let's see. Copious, give me a D20.
I can do that. Natural 20.
It's a merchant. D4, please.
Well, I love it when the DM laughs. 1.
Wow. Hello! It is a halfling male. I am Morgatroyd the Esquire.
And what is Margatroyd Esquire's business?
I handle legal documentation. Are any of you in need of my barrister services?
I'm trying to think. Could we get him in any way to maybe, if like we pay him some way, can he find like a loophole for us that makes us not look guilty? Or no, we're not in any legal trouble. We're just in like indebted trouble. Forget what I said.
You guys are in so much freaking legal trouble. All of you are murderers.
Well, like
Not
with like
as big a one as
Hey,
Copious.
it was self-defense, man.
Originally, you guys were just being chased by nefarious shadow groups. Now, you pissed off a god. You've each killed somebody for no apparent reason.
No.
Justifiable homicide.
I think the reason was quite apparent. They were there, and they got in the way of my blade.
Murgatroyd, Murgatroyd Esquire, the barrister, offers you the warmth and joviality of his camp.
I'll take him up on it. The opportunity to sit down.
He is cooking a stew, and it smells delicious.
Hey, that stew smells right nice.
Help yourself. I made plenty. Out here on the road, you never know when you might be fellow constituents or potential newcomers to the business.
Constituents?
he said he made plenty.
A lot of you, you might not recognize this, but I plan on running for office here soon. I am headed towards Thornfield. I hope I'm not too late for the mayoral contest.
I think you may have missed it.
Oh. Well, that is unfortunate.
Yeah,
Well,
I hear that
a big
some fellow named Happy Jack got elected mayor.
Don't know him, but you know what? Maybe this Jack person needs my legal mind, so maybe there's a position in the new cabinet for me.
I'll bet there is. I'll bet there is.
There is.
Do you know this Mr. Jack person?
No, but I hear he's wonderful.
That's too bad. I could really use an endorsement. You know, a way to get my foot in the door.
Well, I look a lot like him.
Huh.
And it's said you could tell him that you met his doppelganger on the road, and that I said that maybe he should talk to you about giving you a position.
Oh, okay. Well, that's interesting. Who may I tell him has offered me this recommendation?
Oh, Happy Jack number 2.
Number 2. Yeah, I will take you up on that. You know what? You know what goes well with this soup? 1 minute.
What's that?
1 minute, boys. He goes running inside of his wagon. You hear some rummaging around.
Copious.
He comes out. He's got his hand behind his back. He goes, I don't know if you've ever tried this, but I think you'll like it. And he whips this paper sleeve out, and he goes, hold out your hands, boys. Who's first?
Me.
He kind of shakes the paper sleeve, and these very kind of thick wafers, golden brown, pop out. And he goes, the key is, and he gives each one of you a couple, you dip it.
In the stew?
Yeah, that is some good eating.
What do you call these?
Well, my sister-in-law Ritz made them.
Oh,
It's
she did well. These are really, really
Are they
good.
not? Are they not? I tell you what, she is just a culinary expert.
Are they buttery?
Oh yeah,
Salty.
Oh yeah, have little holes in them. She says it allows
You know what
them
would
to
really be
bake
good on these?
evenly.
A piece of cheese.
Ooh, I got a monger in my family, but we don't get along. But yeah,
You know what makes
That's
this
too
soup
bad.
really good? Some of this beef I have left over.
oh, well, by all means, I don't mind.
Let me get mine first.
I'm a vegetarian myself, so
Yeah, me too. Being of the cloth and all.
that's right. So yeah, you can add it, but Man, Fang, Copious, and you are going to be the only ones that eat it.
Well, I'm skipping Robert's leftover stew.
How about you, Man Fang? You with the hair?
You're muted again.
Ah, what does that mean? What is of the?
He's-
You with the hair? I don't know what picture you got it behind you, but it makes it look like you got twice as much hair as you have. I think it's your
Hey, you got it on
headphones.
blur.
It's your headphones when they blur. You want to eat some of Robert's beef?
Princess Leia.
You want to eat a hunk of Robert's meat?
No, I think I'll pass.
Okay, he's going to
Robert,
get
nobody,
his out
wants,
early.
nobody wants your meat, so keep your meat to yourself.
Yeah, keep your meat in your
I'm
pants.
going to take it and put it on the cracker and then eat the cracker.
Okay. Copious, the Esquire looks at you and he goes, "You in the military?"
I was in the Navy, actually.
Oh, well, you know what? Were you ever stationed at Camp Lejeune?
I was not.
Oh, okay. Big problems over there. Big problems. I'm representing multiple people. There, sewage problem there. So if you need representation for Camp Lejeune, call
I'm
me
sorry,
or your
but
local
isn't that
barrister.
pronounced Lejeune?
You are from the Northlands, my friend. I can spot that kind of an accent there.
Oh, yeah.
No, it's Lejeune. So, what brings you guys to the edge of the South?
Oh, we're just traveling, seeing the world.
Huh? It's a nice place. Now, once you cross those mountains, no offense, those humans, just not the same. They're different.
We tolerate them,
You got
That's
to.
about it.
You got to get
Yep.
along in this world. Please have more soup. It's good soup. He talks to you guys at length. Nothing too invasive. You guys learn that he's been in a lot of the cities here. Doesn't stay real long for some reason. Always, he's on the move, mover to shaker. But yeah, he's making his counterclockwise rotation. He's going to head to Fort Fatigue, make sure that their sanitation issues are also taken care of, because those military boys, just like this here good-looking young gnome, got to take care of them. He goes, but yeah, I'm headed out. He goes, you guys are only a day or two from the fort.
What's the easiest way to pass through the fort? Down to the south.
Port
Gate.
Dominion.
Yeah, main gate. Yes. I mean, you guys
Just
aren't
walk
going to have
right-
any
You got to go
problems.
through the fort to get to the south, dude.
Yeah, that guy, Haggis, there might be some questions for him. Not sure, why he's leaving his homeland. But, you other four, walk up, tell him you're going to Southland. Going slumming is what they say. Slumming. Yeah. Boy, he likes that meat. But yeah, he's very nice. He goes, now, I don't have a lot of room in my cabin, but you guys are more than welcome to hang out around the fire. I do not mind a bit.
All right. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Oh, you're
What
welcome.
time is it now?
Yeah, probably late at night, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock.
Okay. Who's going to take first watch? I will, actually.
Second watch? I'll give you guys 3 watches.
Copious will do it.
I've never had 3 watches before. I've only had 1.
Number 3?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Leaf, D12.
Six.
Safe. Copious, D12.
1.
Of course. Get a new dice.
Something's moving out there. The mule, however,
The mule is on
zonked. Doesn't give two shits. But there's something moving around out there.
Copious will, just on the better side of precaution, Copious will try to move stealthily around, or not directly towards it, but in sort of a roundabout way. Come up near enough to where you can see something.
Sure. You see a shadowy form.
Big, small.
Man size. Not man fang size, but man size.
That's big compared to most people there.
Just in case, Copious will cast Shadow Armor and summon his weapon, just so he has it available.
Initiative.
7.
Natural 20, number 2 of the night. The shadowy figure sees you and immediately swoops through the air, no feet on it, and it rushes forward to attack you. Ooh, 16 plus 4, dirty 20.
And it hits.
This shadowy form touches you, jinkies, if you will. 4 and 2 is 6, plus 2 is 8 necrotic damage.
Uh-oh.
And roll a d4 for me.
Oh,
You're gonna look like me.
1.
We
Yeah.
brothers.
You lose 1 point of strength till your next rest. You're up.
well, I'm going to. It's in melee range, right?
Oh yeah, it's touching you
We're gonna do
inappropriately.
I got 15 and 11.
Miss. Hit and miss.
All right. It was kind of a crappy start. Man, my dice rolls have sucked today. I did 7 points, and that is considered magic if that makes a difference for the creature.
Nope, you're good. The shadow again tries to attack you. 12 plus 4, 16.
Oh,
You're up.
21 and 14.
2 hits.
Oh, I like the sound of that. So the first one was 10 points, and the second one is 11 points.
Dissipates. Turns to dust, falls on the ground.
I don't feel so good. I'm going to stumble back to camp dragging my sword. I assume there's nothing there. It was a shadow after all.
From your brief inspection, there is nothing there.
Okay.
What about the dust? There's dust there. There's no pile of dust.
Well, there would have been dust falling. But again, you're in the woods, so a lot of foliage there.
Copious is going to try to do a perception check as he's moving back that way. Just make sure he doesn't hear anything else rumbling around the.
Perception or investigation?
He's trying to see if he can hear or see anything else. Just
Perception.
To make
Yeah.
sure. All right. Be 21 actually.
No, nobody's following you.
Okay. And the spot where it died, can I do investigation around where I thought I first saw it or heard it?
Sure.
Just to rule out that there's anything going on. Ugh. No, it looks great. Everything's fine.
Yeah.
It's normal woods.
Lot of underbrush here.
A lot of debris.
Yeah. So you drag your sword back.
Yep. I'll go back to watch until somebody wakes up and takes over.
The fire feels warm. It's nice. Okay, Robert. Copious shags you on the shoulder.
Man fang.
Oh, Manfang, sorry. Manfang, you get the old shoulder tossle, and I don't know if Copious has been drinking or what. Also, the muffin has worn off. Copious looks like shit. But he wakes you up and says, your turn.
Too bad. I'll wake up, and I guess I'll watch.
Okay.
Sit around.
Copious, are you going to warn him at all?
I was going to tell him that I got attacked while I was on watch, so keep an eye out for shadows.
I'm still waking up, so I'm like, yeah.
Whatever. Yeah, sure. D12 against me there, Manfang.
Oakley dokley. 11.
Not a thing. Copious,
That's what I'm saying.
Copious, you get your short rest in, so your strength
Drinking some
is
of his
back.
own supply.
Yeah, then the butters again.
Yeah. Loves that butters.
He really does. Can't get enough.
The next morning,
Nothing like butter and a muffin.
wakey, eggs and bakey. The
Ooh.
barrister Esquire is cooking away as Manfang watches him make something called bacon and eggs. He doesn't have a lot of eggs, he'll tell you up front, so he's going to scramble them. Not everybody can eat, or we're all going to have to take small portions, but I'm happy to share.
Let me help you here, sir. As the winner of the Skillet Award,
Skillet
we
Award?
can expand from those eggs by adding some vegetables to it and letting them to fillers.
Oh, as any Skillet Award winner sounds like he knows what he's doing. Sure. Oh,
I'm
very nice.
gonna whip out my little cutting
Copper
board.
Skillet Award winner.
Yeah.
Oh, I've heard of them.
I'm gonna chop up some veggies I had.
You know, if you don't feel that you're doing the best that you could have, or if you were slighted in your training somehow, I can possibly get you restitution.
You know, any other time.
And the
I
ambulance
would
chasing
be
some
right
of
on
the gun
that.
right here.
But after winning the Copper Skillet Award, I think I was done well in my training.
I'm Ken Dunn. That's the Indiana ambulance chaser. Okay, he watches you do it. He's taking a little bit of notes there, trying to figure out. Not that he doesn't trust you, just because he likes to learn. So as you go ahead and finish that up, you guys want to participate in the consumption of breakfast, Leaf, Copious, and Manfang, because you did see
bet.
Robert.
Did he
helping.
put any of the
About
meat in it?
Robert, did you put any of the meat in it?
Not that you saw.
All right, cool. I guess if I didn't see it, he didn't do it, so
Yeah,
I'll eat it.
Breakfast is good. After breakfast, he warmly shakes everybody's hand, kind of looks at you, Copious, gets a weird feeling. Gentlemen,
I'm going to tell him if he runs into a caravan, what's his name, Zarkov?
Tarbell the Magnificent.
Tarbell the Magnificent, just let him know that we went on.
I can paint him. I can give him a portrait of him and Leaf standing next to each other.
No, I don't want you
Sure.
passing
Yeah,
my
that'll work.
picture.
Tear
my picture.
Yeah, that's
Tear
nice
my
of you.
picture. I'm going to take it away from him and tear
Here's
me
a
off.
wanted poster. of Lee.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Well, they don't know it's you. They think it's what's his name, the mayor, Happy Jack.
Happy Jack. That's
Happy
a good
Jack,
idea.
yeah.
You know what, Manfang?
Oh yeah, picture of Happy Jack and Zarkov together. Yeah,
Exactly.
You're right. My bad. You're right. Tarbell. Wow, who the hell's Zarkov?
Murgatroyd is so happy he gives you 5 gold pieces for that scout.
How nice of him.
That's not, and you're saying
The kindness of his
you're
people.
saying the mayor looks just like this.
Yeah, that's Happy Jack.
That
That's
is
Happy
awesome.
Jack.
Tucks it into his nice vest. He goes, "Well, gentlemen, it's been a real pleasure. Good luck on the rest of your journey." Now, did this Tarbell person did he wrong you in any way? Do we need to take?
No.
some...
He's a good
Okay.
guy. You'll like him. He's a good guy.
Yeah. You know Tarvell's going to go, yeah, they wronged me big time.
I was wronged by those adventurers, but Murgatroyd Esquire got me the money I was looking for.
I'm Saul
I can hear it
Goodman.
now.
What was the ad from Breaking Bad, the Saul Goodman ad?
Yes.
I think that every person is innocent until proven guilty.
This is the Saul Goodman of your generation.
Yeah, exactly.
He lashes up the mule, sends off, "Good luck, my friends," and down the road he goes.
So after we're done with that, Copius wants to wander back over to where he was fighting the shadow in the night,
Sure.
in the daylight, just because he half thinks he dreamt it, but I assume there's a path that cut through the grass.
Not so much. Give me an intelligence check. Let's see if you stumble upon where it was.
You want me to roll that for you?
Morning dew and sunrise made that grass come back.
That's
A
right.
straight intelligence check, 16.
Well, let's have Manfang do one for you.
This looks to be the right place. Are you going to tell these guys what you're doing? Because you're leaving the beaten path.
Yeah, I'm going to tell Leaf that in the night I'm going to tell him that I told Manfang that in the night there was a shadow out in the grass
You
creeping
take
up.
care of it?
Yeah, I killed it, but I'm trying to see if there was a body out here that the shadow came from.
I'll go with you.
Baby.
Both of you investigation checks.
Now that it's daylight.
Yep.
God,
What'd you roll? Another one?
18.
6.
Leaf, there is a nice skeleton there.
I'll call Copius over. Copius, I'm going to look at this skeleton. Is there anything besides the skeleton?
It's down under the sink. No. It's kind of mishmashed with vines and growth. Looks like somebody created a nest in its face. Right in the eye socket, if you will. I'm sure there's a slang term for that, but, we'll just say it's nest.
Yeah, I've seen Ender's Game.
So I figured this was out here. I don't know, Leaf, if you know how. I don't want something creeping up behind us again. I took care of the shadow in the night, but I don't know if these things come back. It's
I
not
don't know if there's anything that I can do as a holy man or not.
As you guys paw through this area, you notice a little shine on the skeletal hand. Looks like a silver ring with an onyx stone. Very pretty.
Oh, God. You know Kopi sees a ring he's going to put on his finger regardless what the hell it is.
Is that what he does?
Yeah, you know it is.
Oh.
Well, I think we better roll to see who sees it first.
Initiative, you two. Meanwhile, Manfang and Robert, you're on the trail.
I don't have high hopes. Oh, 15.
I'm just packing my stuff away,
19 on
getting
the
ready to move out.
Yeah.
Same here.
You know?
As far
A
as you
good
guys
chef
know,
always
Copius
thinks
and
it's
Leaf are taking a constitutional and taking their own sweet time about it. Hopefully they
You
wipe
said
with
constitutional, now
poison
Manfang's
ivy.
got to take one.
so Copius, you won. You see that ring. Whew,
You
that
know
is a silver and onyx ring, baby. That is nice.
It goes right on his finger. He would always. It's a shiny. It's going on his finger.
Leaf, you see a shadow pass over his face. Copius? Haha.
I'm going to look at it. So, that's one of the dumbest things I've seen you do.
I just can't believe he put it on right away.
Shiny.
How weird.
I like the DM puts that clickbait out there. Like he knows his character can't help but put on rings when he sees them.
Yeah, this skeleton's only been out here for years, and that shiny ring is in great shape. Copius, you do not feel anything bad whatsoever. Leaf, whatever, that must have been a bird passing over his face or something. There's
No, I
just a
doubt it.
real quick shadow.
I'm going to cast Detect Evil and Good.
I'm
Let's
always
just
He
see.
just murdered Jesus Christ, so I'll say that thing's going off.
He literally
No, I
wanna
cast it
going off.
people.
30 feet.
Every participant in this
Detect Evil or Good, it tells you if there's an aberration, celestial, elemental, fae, fiend, or undead within 30 feet of you.
ding, 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 ding,
And
ding,
that's
ding,
what-
ding, ding, ding,
Okay.
ding. Yeah.
So there is.
Yep, there sure is.
He's a witch.
All right, where is it located?
Straight for a patron.
Right
Where
there.
is it located?
Right there.
Copious?
Yeah. He throws on shadow armor at a whim. He has a patron. He's murdered Jesus Christ. I mean, I don't. Did you really need to cast?
So what is he? A celestial, elemental, fae, fiend, or undead?
Fiend.
So you're a fiend. Okay.
What does that mean?
He's a witch.
Well, we already know that.
How do you get a witch pregnant?
I don't know. I hear if they have 3 humps, that means they're pregnant.
No, it's a bad word he's going to use, Sonny. We're not going to let him say it.
Oh, it just a
I'll
way
just
to
let it
describe
float
what
there.
happens after every session.
Well, let's detect magic on the ring then.
Yeah, it's magical.
I have like 3 magic rings.
Yeah. He glows blue. Robert, Manfang, they got diarrhea or what the hell's going on here, man?
I know, it's taking a
TikTok,
while.
burn it
Oh, you
down.
know what? That's on him. I'm heading back.
I feel fine.
We'll see. I'm going to head back to the group. Let's go.
Okay. You guys meander down, and you see a broken sign, kind of covered in dirt a little bit. Shadow Woods.
Shadow Woods. It sounds like a nice, cheery place.
Yep. But
Hey, Manfang, do you see my new ring?
Wow, that's so cool. So shiny.
and Manfang, he looks normal, only he's smiling, so he's happy.
Is that an arrow type sign, or is just saying this area is Shadow Woods now?
Just a square sign, Shadow Woods.
Okay. Let's keep going.
You guys will head south. You guys will have a full day of travel. Who wants to D12 against me?
Dang!
Man,
That's
Fang, get
right. Ba-ba-da-ba-da-bum. 10.
You guys
Whoa.
will make it by the end of the day because you guys are humping. See, look at that. Full day of travel. No weirdness. No problems. You just,
Full
it. Other than the
belly.
one on somebody's finger.
you guys will arrive at Fort Dominion about nightfall.
Okay. Let's see if we can attain entry.
There is a followers tent city there. People moving back and forth. So, but for
So there's
now,
going to be posters hanging up with our faces at the gate.
well, you guys are at the south end of the country, so you
May not
never
be
know.
yet.
So this is a good spot to kill it. So Middle Frank, what'd you think?
I think it was wonderful. I got to use my culinary skills a couple times, which I was excited for.
On a half.
Wrote an awesome freaking sea shanty.
Sure, we'll go with awesome.
I just got to have Frankie learn to play the music for it, and we'll get it all wrote up.
Wow.
It was a good game.
Little Frankie, what'd you think?
I thought it was great. I think we played well. We worked as a team, and we did great. Also, I'm not learning that song. I am not.
I think it would be best for you as a quasi-adult to pretty much forget about everything that has happened today. And
Yeah.
never repeat any of it.
No.
Especially
Especially
not,
not
to
at
the
my
fathers.
Catholic.
Especially not at school.
Yeah, that's probably maybe just tell them that you learned how to play Parcheesi and you're really good at it, and don't
Yeah.
go into details.
He
Frank,
likes King's Hit. Kids shouldn't talk about anything.
Yeah.
Just leave town.
seen
What
not
happens
heard.
on Sunday stays on Sunday.
Yep. Frank Senior, what'd you think?
Oh, I think it's wonderful. We're so close to being out of halfling hell. I can just taste it.
And
So
then
close, but so
everything
far
will
away.
be great.
No, it won't be halfling hell. Another kind of hell, but it won't be halfling hell.
Finally, Slayer of Jesus Christ. What'd you think?
That in 2 years or whatever playing this character with this DM, he knows 2 things that will set him off in a heartbeat. One is dangling something shiny in front of him, and one is somebody doing something
Yep.
to his ego. And somehow they both got worked into today's game. Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
I think Leaf still has your hat.
It's not my hat anymore. He starts that sucker out.
You should have given it to the mule, Leaf.
I think we need to stay in a halfling town for another 7 to 8 years so we can get a new one.
Yeah. Well, that's as soon as all right. There's a ring on. You knew that was going on.
You know, he made the assumption automatically that this hat made for this little tiny goblin is going to fit on my head no matter how much I stretched it.
You know, here's the thing. The dice giveth and the dice taketh away, Copious.
That's it.
You know, it could have just as easily been Manfang sporting the new jewelry. So,
that is true.
You know.
True, very true.
Between the ring and the other, I had flashbacks literally to like the very first series of games we played. I had that old lady giving me lip while I was just trying to ask her a question. And that gelatinous
Is that the
cube,
one I tortured?
Yes, and the gelatinous cube with the shining dagger in the middle of it. Like, I can't pass that by.
Can't not grab that.
Can't not dive headfirst into a gelatinous cube to take that back out.
Yeah, that's weird. I guess I would have learned that you would have done something like that. Kind of puzzling. Boys and girls, this has been Murder Hobo Inc., the Margou campaign. Thanks for joining us. If you liked it, click like and subscribe. You can always join us by emailing us, mhoboinc@gmail, or follow us on the socials at mhoboinc. Pretty much all the socials. Not Grindr and not Instagram, but, you know, the others. We're there. So take a look at that. If you want to buy our cool stuff like shirts or, I don't know, bidet covers or shower curtains or shit like that. It's good stuff. It really is. Get it on sale. You know, we don't need the money. But, you know, if you like RPG swag, go ahead and pick that up. And if you need new math rocks like a D21, which has come in very useful today, check out at Pirate Dog Dice. See if they can make you a D21 dice. It's really nice and helpful. And if you have a sense of humor and you weren't horribly offended by killing your first mate, then you'll think this smells like roses. So check out Adventure Sense, maker of over 60 different scents at oddfishgames.com. How to RPG with your cat, how to cook with your dice, the Shine system, and the Radiance Project are all there. No game next weekend because I will be recovering from my hoarseness, as will Copious, aka Jason. We are running games at Murder HoboCon 3. Jason, is there still room in your games?
I think so.
Because I'm shagging at least one of those games as a participant.
There was still 2 in the one last time I looked.
Okay. So check it out, Murder HoboCon 3, tabletop.events. It's next Saturday, all day. 1 entry fee. You don't have to pay for any additional games. If there's room, you get to play. And there's a boatload of games available. So check that out. Tabletop.events, Murder HoboCon 3. Gentlemen, thanks for playing. And let's give them the big old kiss and wave. Bye, everybody.
Adventures in Filbar. For all your role-playing needs, try the free stuff first.